We will start the World Championships at the Natural Track Luge in St. Sebastian, Austria. Then have a look at the World Cup in Romania. Plus the final World Cup event of the season in Austria. We start with the World Championships. The Natural Track Sigmundsburg in St. Sebastian presents itself as the ideal venue for the men's, women's, and doubles races. Just under 1,000 meters long, it is highly demanding, and the doubles make the start. Two junior world champions from Tyrol explain why this is a most fascinating discipline. My name is Christoph Regensberger, and I've been racing with Dominik in the natural track doubles for 4 years. My name is Dominik Holzknecht, and I've also been racing with Christoph on the natural track for 4 years, in the doubles. I'm the top man, and I do all the braking maneuvers. I'm the one who slows down, the one who determines the entry points into the turns. Dominik is the one who sets the direction. And this needs to work well together in order to carry the momentum out of the corner. It is better if the bottom man is lighter, because if he was heavier than the top man, he would possibly lift him up and he might lose traction on ice. Just before the race, the rubber meets the road. A final equipment check is crucial. After all, they are the local heroes. But the favorites in the doubles are from Italy. Patrick Pignetta and Florian Clara have already earned 2 world titles and are in the lead after the first run, 1.5 seconds ahead. Behind them, the Austrian doubles Regensberger Holzknecht and Brugler and Angerer are separated by only 1/100th of a second. It's the decisive second run, nearly ideal conditions for the last 3 pairs. In third after the first run, Rupert Brugler and Tobias Angerer of Austria. They will have to give their all in the second run. Fingers crossed for all Austrian fans now. However, at the second split time, they only have half of their lead left. The duo had outstanding results this season, but they keep losing time. The race will be decided in the very last meters. Brugler Angerer in first. A huge success for the Austrians and the first medal for the hosts. But which color will it be? This is something Christoph Regensberger and Dominik Holzknecht should not ask themselves yet. It's the best start of the competition. But their lead over their competition is tiny, only 1/100th of a second. Regensberg Holzknecht won it all here. They are nearly half a second up at the second split, taking the demanding curves with ease. While way ahead through the Mariazell US, they lose everything in the final meters. Only the 4th fastest time in the second run. The power horses on natural track are kicking their heels. Patrick Pignetta and Florian Clara are nearly 2 seconds ahead prior to the decisive run. Starting as defensively as usual, the Italians still manage to increase their lead. No one is fit to hold a candle to them today, virtually flying through the highest degrees of difficulty in their sport. The exceptional athletes are in the final stretch towards another gold medal. It's their 3rd title after 2009 and 2013, outclassing the competition by 3 seconds today. It was our goal to win here in St. Sebastian today. We have really worked hard on it. It's a long process that did not start this year, but 2 years ago. We have also trained a lot in the summer. And it has now paid off with the world title, and plus with such a big lead. It's really awesome. Egorov Popov, the World Cup leaders alongside Pignetta Clara, take 5th place, ahead of their Russian countryman Celine Rodin. And in the evening, it's medal time for the happy winners of the day, Pignetta Clara and Brugler Angerer and Porshnev Lazarev. On the day of the women's race, winter has fallen over Mariazell region. And not only do the sleds need to be adjusted to the weather conditions before the decisive 3rd run. At the last track inspection, the ladies are trying to figure out the perfect line for today's race. Ekaterina Lavrentieva is the big favorite. Unbeaten in this year's World Cup, she is only in 3rd place before the final run, behind 2 strong Italian ladies. Can Evelyn Landthaler and Greta Pingera create the major upset, beating Lavrantieva in the sport's most important race? With the final of the last three coming up, we will find out now. At the start, it's Ekaterina Lavrantieva, the great lady of natural track luge. While winning all World Cups this season, the Russian is only ranked third after 2 runs. Highly determined, the 33-year-old pulverizes all the split times in the final run. Unable to keep her calm in the first runs, the 4-time world champion presses on the accelerator now, not committing any mistakes. But will that be enough to pose a threat to the 2 Italian ladies who are currently at the top? With a huge lead of 3.5 seconds, Lavrantieva is in front for the time being. Greta Pingera faces a very difficult task now. With a lead of only 1/10 of a second over Lavrantieva, the Italian has to ride a truly tremendous run to stay ahead. While losing 3/100ths of her mini lead already at the start, she is trailing Lavrantieva into the second split time, and her deficit is growing with every turn. But Pingera, who only had cake and coffee to celebrate her 20th birthday on the day before, makes up ground at the bottom of the track. Due to her perfectly prepared sled, she clocks the second best time in the final run. Even though behind Lavrantieva, Pingera can celebrate the first World Championship medal of her career, a beautiful belated birthday gift. Now it's getting down to the wire for Evelyn Landthaler from South Tyrol. She is 1.4 seconds up on Lavrantieva ahead of the decisive run. In this year's World Cup, Landthaler has failed to beat the Russian Luge. A strong start for Landthaler, but she has lost time at the second split. She has to go for it now, but she keeps losing time in the middle section. Only half a second left in the fight for the world title. What an exciting race! And the new world champion on natural track is Evelyn Landthaler. It's a clear victory at the end over Ekaterina Lavrantieva. I really have to say, it's quite indescribable. I am unable to realize yet that I am a world champion. Yes, it's really been very challenging. In the lower parts, there was a transition from hard to soft ice, but I have to say I actually coped quite well. For Evelyn Landthaler, a dream comes true today, winning the second gold medal for the Italian team. Ahead of Ekaterina Lavrantieva of Russia, bronze goes to Greta Pingera, also of Italy. The highlight of the World Championships in natural track luge is coming up. It's the men's finals. After 2 runs, the big favorite Patrick Pignetta has a lead over his competitors. Can anyone knock him off the throne today? Just behind Pignetta, 2 other Italians, Alex Gruber and Florian Breitenberger. Then the gaps get bigger. Will it be an all-Italian podium? First to go is Florian Breitenberger, who has a buffer of 0.75 seconds. After a rather unhurried start, the Italian gets going quickly. He is 2/10ths back at the second split time, and his lead keeps shrinking in the midsection of the course. But the 31-year-old steps it up a notch in the lower, rather straight part. And Florian Breitenberger can look forward to a medal today. Which medal will lie in the hands of Alex Gruber, who is 2,300ths ahead of his teammate. Gruber gets an excellent start. Wanting this medal badly, he shows some great mastery of the upper section. As he breaks spot on, his lead keeps increasing, now 8/10ths up at the last split time. What a demonstration of his skills. Gruber beats Breitenberger by nearly half a second in the finish. It will be at least a silver medal for Alex Gruber, who is currently riding a big wave of success. Or maybe gold. This man will give his all to stop him. Patrick Pignetta, the king on natural track. But his lead is not gigantic. 2/10ths on Gruber, who beat him in the World Cup 1 week ago. However, just like in his previous runs, he rides like on rails, racing through the corners with breathtaking precision. His gap over the rest of the field keeps growing with every split time. Combined with his perfectly adapted sled, there is no match for Pignetter on this day. The Italian is more than half a second up as he crosses the finish line, securing his third world title after 2009 and 2013.
I have to say it was a tough fight, and I wasn't that superior. At the end, the gap of 6/10 was quite big. I got a really outstanding final run. Everything fit together perfectly.
And to wrap up these truly gripping World Championships, the happy winners in the men's race. Italy is celebrating with Patrick Pignetter, Alexander Gruber, and Florian Breitenberger. And now we take a look at the second last World Cup race in Waterdornai in Romania. We start with the top 3 women. Tina Unterberger needs to fight. She is pretty quick on the track here in Romania. Arrives at the finish line. Her total time of 2 minutes, 31.3 seconds is looking good. Next up, the new world champion Evelyn Landthaler from Italy. She is pretty fast as well. Can she beat Tina Unterberger? And the Italian is 2.05 seconds ahead. Well done. But now it's her time. Ekaterina Lavrantieva from Russia. Explosive start from the 33-year-old. She seems to have found the racing line. Her finish time shows she is 2.05 seconds ahead of the Italian Evelyn Landthaler. That means the Russian is the happy winner.
I'm very happy with my first place. I love it when the weather is cold. I like an icy track, and the track here in Romania suits me. Even my practice run was good. Actually, everything worked well for me. I stayed calm. I nearly made no mistakes. That's why I won.
Now the top 3 men. Michael Scheichel is on the track for Austria. He shows a very smooth performance, sticks to the race line and finishes with a total time of 2 minutes, 25.84 seconds. Only 2 more athletes to come. Now it's up to him, Alex Gruber. Of course he'd like to be on top, but for that, he will have to run one of his best races ever, because the ultimate favorite is waiting. His total time of 2 minutes, 24.54 means he's 1.3 seconds faster than Scheichel. Last but not least, world champion Patrick Pignetter. He displayed his unbeatable form, and he arrives at the finish ahead of Alex Gruber. Another great victory for the Italian.
Today it was not easy because Alex and Michael, they are very strong. They was very strong today, and yeah, it was a close race, but yeah, for me it was perfect.
And now we're in Umhausen, eagerly awaiting the final World Cup race of the season. And it's him, Thomas Kammerlander, revealing his luge secrets in his workshop. But first, we have a look at the World Cup ranking. The top stars are the World Cup leaders. Team Italy, Patrick Pignetter and Florian Clara. Second place, Team Russia, Alexander Egorov and Petr Popov. And in third place, Team Austria, Christoph Regensburger and Dominik Holzknecht. We join the action in the second and deciding run. A quick look at the current standings. Pignetter and Clara have already bagged 2 World Championship titles and are in the lead after the first run. Behind them, 89 hundredths down in second is the Russian pairing of Egorov-Popov. And now for the final Austrian double. Rupert Brugler and Tobias Ungerer. They'll be aiming to beat their countrymen, but are also aware that the compatriots have set a fast time. But they come up trumps and are 800ths ahead by the middle section. That's a real sensation. They're 5300ths quicker, and in the lead they go. But there are still 2 teams to come. The second place team in the overall World Cup, Alexander Egorov and Petr Popov, get off to a good start and sail through the first bend. They're immediately 400ths quicker. The Russians are looking good, flying through the bends. They increase their lead the whole way down the track. By the time they cross the finish line, they're 4100ths faster and in first place. But will it be enough? What can the successful Italian duo produce next? Patrick Pignetta and Florian Clara start their second run, and what a start it is! After the second split, their combined time is already 1.7 seconds faster than the Russians. And they're getting quicker and quicker. Next split, 1.39 seconds. If they don't stumble, they'll secure another World Cup win and another overall World Cup. The Pignetta-Clara duo ends the competition with a lead of almost 2 seconds.
Yeah, I have to say that it's been an incredible season for us. We won 5 of the 6 races, and the World Championships on top of everything. We've got to be really satisfied. Pignetta and Clara finish in first place. Behind them, the Russians, Egorov, Popov, and in third are the Austrians, Brugler and Ungerer. As for the overall World Cup, Pignetta-Clara are also on top. The runner-ups in the overall are Egorov, Popov, 1 place above Regensburger, Holzknecht in third. Now we'll concentrate on the women's competition. Here we'll also take a quick look at the current overall World Cup standings. They're topped by luge queen Ekaterina Lavrantieva. In second place is Evelyn Landthaler. And her fellow countrywoman, Italian Greta Pinguera. After the first run, we have Lavrantieva in the lead, and she's followed by Auer in second place and Landthaler in third. She's the woman that beat Ekaterina Lavrantieva, and at the World Championships to boot. Evelyn Landthaler is the reigning world champion and is looking once again to take top spot here in Umhausen. She's picked up valuable time in the upper section, negotiates the bends well, and maintains speed for the straights to finish in a super combined time of 2 minutes, 29.01 seconds. Only 2 starters to go now. She's the final starter for Austria, the 17-year-old Maria Auer. 18th in the overall World Cup, but here in Umhausen, she has a real chance of a podium placing. She's got a lead of 2800ths in the middle section. The local hero really is attacking the course. Through the final bend, the next split, but she's behind the leader. What's she gonna do in the last few meters? She crosses the line 60/100ths behind Evelyn Landthaler. At the top is Ekaterina Lavrantieva, the queen of luge on natural tracks. She has won 5 of the 6 World Cups this season. Here in Umhausen, the ambitious Russian is looking to finish off the season with a win at the World Championship. Lavrantieva shows just why she's an exceptional athlete. She glides softly through the bends. At the bottom, she clenches her fist. She beats Italian Evelyn Landthaler by 1100ths. Yes, I won the final race. Yes, I was the quickest after the first run, but made a bad mistake at the bottom of the second race. But my lead was big. I'm happy. It's a narrow but well-earned win for Russia's Ekaterina Lavrantieva. In second is the Italian Evelyn Landthaler. And third place goes to Maria Auer for Austria. A quick look at the overall World Cup standings. Lavrantieva has sealed her 12th overall World Cup win. Landthaler is second, and Pinguera has finished third. Before concentrating on the men's final, let's pay Thomas Kammerlander a visit in his workshop, where he takes tender loving care of his luge. The luge means a lot to me. I really look after the sled. When I return home from training, I always clean the luge and check it over. It's very important for me. Thomas Kammerlander lives in Umhausen. For him, the World Cup is held on his home track, and expectations are accordingly high. Now the focus is on Umhausen. I put myself under pressure. I simply want to stand on the podium once more this season. And it's something many people expect of me. Thomas is ambitious, a thinker. He dreams of the idea that makes his luge unbeatably quick. Yes, I spend a lot of time in this room. It's like my living room. I spend more time there than in my real living room. I sit many hours in the cellar, often many senseless hours. Sometimes I'll sit there for 1 or 2 hours, basically not doing anything in particular. Just staring at my runners, and somehow hoping for a flash of enlightenment as to how I can make my luge even quicker. On some days, I might even need 10 to 12 cups of coffee, but the flash hasn't come yet, which is why I'll continue to spend hours on end there. But Thomas has to leave. It's now crunch time for him. Friends and family will be there watching him. It's the last day of the competition. Luge under the lights. Let's take a quick look at the overall World Cup rankings. Patrick Pignetter is in the lead for the overall World Cup. Alex Gruber, Italy, is lying second, and Austria's Michael Scheichel is occupying third. But here in Umhausen, everything is still very open after the first run. Kammerlander is in second place, 27 hundredths behind Pignetter. But now for the second and decisive run of the men's competition. Alex Gruber from Italy starts it off. He immediately has a deficit, but then claws his way back in front at the next split. Gruber is making it very exciting. But his lead is melting away and is down to only 2 hundredths. Second in the overall World Cup, he has to dig deep. At the end, it looks like it will be enough. It is. Alexander Gruber has done it, and the new leader with a total time of 2 minutes, 25.32 seconds. Now it's Thomas Kammerlander's turn, the local hero from Umhausen. It's all or nothing. Will he land on the podium or not? Or even top it? Kammerlander has a slight lead. He's quick. He doesn't want to come second, something he's made quite clear. He finally wants the top spot. His season hasn't gone quite to plan. 2 crashes have set him back. He's now 6th in the overall World Cup. But he's got a chance here in Umhausen. A real chance. And Kammerlander crosses the line in a total time of 2 minutes, 24.81 seconds. He takes the lead. Now only one person can prevent that winning feeling. He's the world champion, heads the overall World Cup. He's the high flyer. Patrick Pignetter for Italy. He's now out on the course and has surprisingly lost a lot of time in the top section. His split puts him in third. But the race is not over yet. And Pignetter is particularly good in the lower section, and he can extend his lead. It looks good for him. Lightning quick, he crosses the finish line to record a total time of 2 minutes, 24.25 seconds. Pignetter defeats Kammerlander. Yes, today was another amazing win here in Umhausen, on Thomas Kammerlander's home track. It was a big task to beat him there. He was very impressive in training, and I had to dig really deep in the race. Had 2 perfect runs, which wasn't easy. And anyway, in this season, an absolutely brilliant season. One of my best ever. Patrick Pignetter is the delighted winner, and Thomas Kammerlander is a little disappointed. Second. Third is Italy's Alex Gruber. And so now we take a look at the standings. Kamelander 56 hundredths behind Pignetter, and Alex Gruber 1.07 seconds down in third. As Umhausen was the last race of the World Cup season, the overall World Cup winner will also be crowned here. Who else? Patrick Pignetter. Second is Alex Gruber, also from Italy, and in third, Austrian Michael Scheikel.